All right, y'all. This is Imani Dinus here, the King County Equity Now research team. I have a special guest, um, lady I've known for over 30 years, Central District All Star, Miss Donita Sinclair.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And we're just having a Saturday sit down. Uh, right now, I'm digging into community safety, what we can do and what we can be accountable for, or mechanisms we can put in place to have each other's back. And, like I told you before this is a place to spotlight your views. You've had a profound impact on me as of late. Just, in my life, we've known each other. We know ran in the same circles for years, but especially how you've dealt with your crisis, an emergency in the past year. I want to know, what can we do? What do you see us needing to do, and what are we not doing? As a community.
Well, honestly, I think we're trying to come together because it ain't gonna happen overnight. But I do believe we're starting somewhere. I believe that we're lacking in the leadership, just on personal relationships, friendships, or not friendships, or not in person. If sometimes if they don't know you, the connection don't, just it's not getting that grasp connect. But I honestly think, just growing up in the Central District and then having some ties to the South End, that, when we used to ride that seven, that seven and them 48s used to be that was our big thing. But however, remember they started having them guardian items, them guardian angels on them, just making sure that the kids is safe because, through what I've been going through, my son was letting me know that he didn't feel safe to ride the bus. And I was confused on why, because I don't really see kids on the bus. They at the bus stop, okay?
Mhm.
Not understanding and like, what's going on? We can't Uber everywhere. We can't. So you have to be able to feel safe and strong. I'm not into, my old me is an action with a reaction. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would have came back.
Yeah.
But the new, improved, trying to heal part is, how do we, I most definitely want my family and kids in my communities to be grounded and protected by all means. So I believe that, it don't have to be weapon protection. It needs to be in here. They have to feel confident and secure. Like I can go
Yes.
anywhere I want, but I
Right.
can go anywhere I want because if anybody touch me, I'm just I'm just raw and uncut with it.
Right.
However, everybody's not the same. They didn't come from the same background. So being being strong, sometimes you got to be here strong because I'm not a window out of a whole bunch of things, especially if I'm scared. I'm,
Hmm.
okay, well, I don't mind being, I'm okay with being a punk. It's not punk today. It's being safe today. So
Right.
I'm okay with saying I can't win, or
Right.
I'm okay with what you really, I really, right now, if I fight back, I want to know why we fight now. So if the old me, I'ma just snap and we'll talk about it later in the he ha ha, I beat you up. But the new, improved, and where I'm going is, I just really need to know why, because evidently somebody's hurting. You know what I'm saying? It could be me if I'm coming with the anger and I'm coming aggressive, or it can be you. And by me being able to de-escalate um battles has helped me say, you know what, I'm a problem solver. So I want to get to the root. Like when I heard that my son and the young man was fighting, I heard too late. Because no matter what, I would have, both of them may not would have listened to me, but I was going to step up and let them know, as a mother and as a community member leader, this ain't okay. And so they
Right.
needed to give me an understanding, an explanation of why you guys are fighting. Why is this carrying on? So, because sometimes letting something out allows us. That's the process of healing. It ain't as bad no more. It ain't as troubling. You understand
Yep.
what I'm trying to say? And so once it's out, it don't even feel the same like when it was in. When we was holding it in, like man, I'm as soon as on site. But as soon as I say, well, I don't really got a reason, it lets up off that all that pressure, and then I'm able to say, okay. But then it's pride,
Yeah.
egos, You
Yeah.
know, or I'm from CD, I'm from the South, I'm from you, I'm from this. When I look back now, what did that do for me? Nothing, you know,
Right.
but at that time, that was family. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we have to figure out what is causing us, because back then when I'm running the Cherry and the Union and all that, I was escaping pain at home. I was escaping that my mom was an addict and wasn't no father around to have some type of discipline. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to run over my grandma, do what I wanted to do, you know.
Mhm.
And then when I got to them streets and I'm seeing all my homeboy crip, this, that, I'm like, I wanted to do that. I wanted to be that.
Right.
Then when I'm looking at it today, they were hurting just as hard as me. And now I'm understanding it. But I wasn't able to understand because I'm like, they got this, they got that. They had pain. They had the same thing that I was having, but we was just too chicken shit to talk like we talking about it now.
Exactly.
So I'm, you know what I'm saying? And
I
so I'm
think the
open
big thing with
and
us is this, like you said, this pride and this secret keeping that we do. You know, this big myth. We've talked about this at length where people think I got to do it on my own. That's like the biggest lie ever told. Ain't nothing
ever.
great ever been done by yourself. You
Right.
know, it's about a team. And, you know, for the people who will be watching at home, you know, I had a situation where I called you. First of all, a lady felt confident enough and secure enough in herself with me to ask if I knew someone a sister who could help her daughter walk through a domestic violence situation and what could have became interesting. So just for her, like saying, okay, I'm tired of keeping this secret. And then I get to share it with you. And you was like, well, you know, should I call her now? And we kind of triaged the situation real rapidly. And you were able to help her out in a positive way by us not keeping these secrets, you know, because
Right. Right.
outside of because I'm working with trying to start a real organization, a civil service, if you will, like a our people 911/211. But we've got to
Right.
have people in a place where they're receptive to that. Yeah, Castor came to both of us on the streets, you know. And we've both been big homies, you know, where people have been like, hey, money, you know, this is what's going on. How would you do this? Or, you know, can you talk to this cat for me? Do you know who's got the plug on this? We need to replicate that without it being around some dope, you know, or can we give
Right.
kids who aren't in college a fraternity, sorority type feel? Because that's all we wanted, you know, being in where we
Yeah.
were from in our different crews and our different gangs and sets. It was getting that we were college age, we were high school age, trying to get a fraternity, trying to get a sorority, you know.
That's
So
exactly what we were trying to do. Actually, we're trying to build a family.
yeah,
We were building a family that we didn't think that we had at home, but honestly, we did. You know, we were trying to grow up too fast. You
yeah,
know, I'm just keeping it 100. If I took back and listened to a lot of things that my grandma was telling me, there's a lot of things I wouldn't have went through. But there was a lot of things that I had to go through on my own in order for me to be who I am today. So I'm thankful in so many ways, but then I'm disappointed in myself in so many ways. You
yeah.
know,
It's like the chicken and the
I
egg,
think yeah,
you know.
I, I
You
think
know,
that was
what
it. You
came
know, that's
first, you know?
we think the egg, but the chicken, we don't know. We don't know which
Right,
one came first.
right,
Shit, you had to be an egg to be a chicken, but then you
right.
had to be already in the chicken to get
Right.
oh
So it's
shit.
like we,
So
we we went through this together. We wouldn't know each other if we weren't dealing in space. I mean, we went to Meanie. Meanie for me was like at that time, 89, 90, you know, the school was right on the block, you know. You know, in the first weed seed was all right down the street on the Mad Block. It was crazy, you know. But I think
and
that
I'm gonna be not cutting you off, just
yeah,
piggybacking. I'm
yeah,
not really because my daughter's father got caught in that weed and seed, right? It was a horrible incident, but it changed his life. You know, it didn't have to be as dramatic, you know, or we getting dealing with the sweet lens and the other police fight, because there was some good and some bad that was happening. There was some, like one of them flyboy came to help my uncle produce his record label. So you know what I'm saying? So my uncle Ricky has a real live label with Def Jam or one of them places in LA, you know what I'm saying? So was able to use his strength and built it right before he passed. But the weed and the seed, honestly, it straightened me up a little because I didn't want to get caught. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be a part of that experiment that had happened, you know? And the jump out vans and all of them, it was horrible shit, but it kept me on my feet about where I did not want to be in that clean. And so sometimes being feared, you know what I'm saying, about consequences. There's no fear with these youth right now. I'm gonna just keep it 100. There's no fear with nowhere. People, they're okay with whatever the consequence is right now because they think that that's being hard, or my uncle did it, or my mom made it. They don't understand that times ain't the same, and you might not make it out of that penitentiary, or you might not make it through that treatment, or that I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna this. It could be an OD. It might not be nothing's the same as it was when we were kids, younger. You know what I'm saying? So with these new generation has to understand that this is a whole new ball game, from the marijuana to everything is different and it's not the same. So, ODing is sort of more common. Youngsters I've never seen.
It's higher stakes maybe in a lot in more ways, because like you were talking about earlier, it's like us growing up too fast. I was talking with a dear friend of mine, Preston Wilson, OP, and we were like, it was almost like we were trying to pack as much life into a short amount of time because of the death we seen. And I think these kids are doing that too, or these youth and whatnot. It's like, let me ask you a question. Did you think you'd be to see 43? 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 20 years ago, if I asked you, do you think you'll live to be in your 40s?
Well, 20 years ago, I could say, yeah, because that's when I started making my once I had my baby, I knew I was done. And I had her at 16. So I knew I was done.
Right. That's that mom power. Yeah,
I knew I would. Once I had that baby, I said, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And then, but that don't mean I was done. I still had to clean up my life, my system, being a Sinclair and dealing with addiction, my mom, my dad, just still dealing with pain and still dealing with, not having somebody to hold me accountable. My grandma's gambling, my dad's not there, my mom's gone. So I had to really grow up by myself, and what taught me what love was not learning what love, what I didn't have, not being loved taught me how to love. You understand me? So when I give my kids, what I try to is unconditional. It's not about trying to likes. It's not about an image. It's about really how I feel inside. You know what I'm saying? So I try to teach my kids, I might not got Christmas. Don't get to believing in all of that. I might not got a birthday. Don't believe in that, because if I got it, you're going to have it every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to teach them different things. And that's where we can't keep believe Santa Claus, and just like, I'm not being funny and I'm not on politics, but everybody's so caught up on the Biden and the Trump. Okay, well, that's done now. We're still struggling. We're still hurting. We're still in pain. What are we about to do? They still tweeting, oh, they're having a party at the White House and Barack. Okay, you already knew you may win or you may not win. So that was your outcome. If you won, you still tweeting and all that. No, you need to get to business. You need to get to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want us to always live in being so serious, but shit is so serious now that this ain't a game. And we'll party. Now ask me, you think you're going to be 80? I don't know. You think you're going to be 60? I don't know. But do I want to be 60? Of course. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that. I do better. You do better asking me then than now. You know what I'm saying? Because now things ain't the same as a lot. Food is different.
Right.
Soda's different.
Right. That's why, when I was working down at the day center down in Pioneer Square, and a young brother would come through the Salvation Army Day Center, I would try to let him know when I had a chance, you're going to be old one day, bro. You're going to get there, And that's something that for a lot of, especially me, age 21, I had to, I think a big moment in my life was moving down to Atlanta. Had never been on a plane before, had never been out the state before. So going somewhere finally, and because I had the means to do it before, but when you're young and you've been in Seattle, you just think a bigger city is just a bigger version of your city.
Mm-hmm.
Like the same politics and shit. But you go down to another city where don't nobody give a fuck where you from. You know? Don't nobody give a shit what color, what gang you from. They don't care if you a G. They don't care if you this. They just like you, just a black dude. And if you can stand up and be a stand-up dude, you'll have an end and an opportunity to, do whatever you want to do.
Right.
I think though that environment is what we as elders need to create a safe place for that, to where, because a lot of things that I noticed, these kids now, these youth now are more broad in their interests. Like our age, if you seen a cat, dressed a certain way or doing a certain type of art, they might be called a square or it might be some sucker shit. But now there's so many roots of expression. So I think that starts with them. And we need to build on that,
Yeah.
healthy outlets.
Healthy. Being okay with that. I do like that right now that I see, I know there's still hidden secrets, but I like how people are starting to be a little bit more out. Even with the sexuality, the identity, being able to identify who they are or whatever they're doing, it's a little bit more broad. They're a little bit more out with it. And I'd rather take that than, so the other day, some guys on Facebook talking about if a man told you that he had HIV, would you still date him? So I said, yeah. I said, because dating and sex is two different things. So of course, why wouldn't you date him? I mean, look, you glad that he told you he's HIV, so then it gives you the opportunity to say, well, if I move forward, I know this need to happen, be safe, be cautious, but to not tell somebody and be going on date and you might get a first night or however it go, and then somebody is exposed and that the end up contracting the disease, then you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? So most definitely tell him, but I should have knew that he was going to get around to him saying that he's positive. So I kept trying to, one thing about it, what I'm learning is when I'm having something to say, I continue to try to be as positive, no matter what's going on, because you can overpower that negative. I mean, sometimes, okay? So sometimes some people just in a little monsterish and then it's hard to get through. But sometimes there's a part of a person that when they being so mean, they really want somebody to talk to. They really want somebody to be there, ear and listen to them. And so if you keep letting them know that I'm not like everybody else, I'm not trying to down talk you. I don't care if you have HIV. I told them to go be a spokesperson, help somebody else not contract the disease and give it to other people in pain, because some people feel if I get it, I'm gonna give it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been working in this field, so I get all kind of different emotions, but the only thing I can try to tell them is that's not cool. I'm sorry somebody did that to you. You leaving, babe?
Hey, bro.
Oh, he said, hey.
He said, hey. Oh, man, all right.
You want me to take her? Okay, go ahead. So, I just feel that up there. I just feel that don't take my car because I might go to the store. You want me to use your car? Because I might go to the store. But your tab, no. So what I'm saying is just like this young man here. This is my husband. It didn't start off my husband. It started off as to be my friend, my pal. You know what I'm saying?
I got the mask on. What are you doing? All right. Hey, practice social distancing, baby.
Yes, sir, man. That's what we doing, man.
But rebuilding our mind frames, you know what I'm saying? I'll be able to let him tell you if he wants the world to know, but he already told people he done 18, 19 years of his life in the penitentiary or whatever. And honestly, look what it developed, a decent young man. Now, would he would have been able to say that 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago? I don't know. He said no. So at least he's being honest about, what I'm saying, surviving, not beating it. He survived because people's usually the what I'm designed. I don't think penitentiary is designed for people to make it out.
No.
Honestly, what I'm saying is to break that mental down, to break that spirit down. So I don't think it's designed for us to, what I'm saying, especially us black and brown.
Come closer so I can hear you.
But you wasn't really self-teaching yourself.
He said, let him tell you. Tell him.
Yeah, if you've been there and you've been there and you're still on the same page when you get out, you like you stagnated. Like,
What you say? You didn't self-teach.
you didn't self-teach yourself. You have to self-teach yourself. You got to re-innovate yourself to, if you want to do, you can come out and do the same damn shit, do the same thing, but people have grown and things have changed. So you got to come out positive, because it's a lot of lost souls in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Just make sure you ain't one.
No.
Because he gonna get this, Imani say. I'm just messing with you.
But we got a lot of kids that
Hurt me. And I'm not being funny. It ain't just men. When I see the young ladies, they're so much. They're tougher. They're tougher than these guys. Don't get it twisted, Imani.
Yeah. They want to know their identity. They want to know who their dad are. You know what I'm saying? Who's my dad? A girl want to know who her dad is. You know what I'm saying? So
and that can cause pain.
It's important for that family structure. You got kids having kids. They just in heat. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing what they're getting into. So they have to be taught, or else they're gonna keep doing the same damn thing.
And not just taught. They have to feel loved. They have to know
but
that they're loved.
There's got to be teachings within the household. You know what I'm saying? It can't be a dysfunctional household. Right. A dysfunctional household will separate everything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it go bow-legged. You know what I'm saying? It got to be a man and a woman in the house raising a king or a queen. Got to be a man and a woman in the house to get that balance to raise a king or a queen. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. I concur, because I had, my mother and father, thank God, but I was one of the few cats, in the hood who had his dad there. But what do we do? Because my idea with when that's not the case, and like we were talking earlier, how we kind of, evolved into our gangs and our crews, is that maybe if there isn't that for a group of young men or women, maybe they can do it together, because that's what people do. We find strength together. If it ain't their parents, maybe they can
mentor, big brother,
and communal living.
But people are so scared these days to be interactive. We got to get out. Fuck this social media and all this OT. We got to get out and touch people. We got to get out. You got to get out and make a change, because it starts with us as these youngsters or whatever. Are we supposed to be adults? We're supposed to have these youngsters look up to us to a certain extent, that, hey, it is hope. You know what I'm saying? And we have to interact with them. We got to interact with them. If they don't like it, so what? As long as we passing that word to them, some's gonna run, some's gonna stay.
But they'll be back. Because one thing about them, telling if they know that it's there, and then, like when I messed up, but when I did mess up,
they need someone like me from my experience. I didn't have to be in this type of lifestyle, but I grew up with a single mom, and I kind of I got to a certain age. It's kind of like when she started telling me, I'm not buying you this or buying you that. I got to a certain age where I'm a man now, So once I start learning on my own, kept bumping my head, but learning on my own, it's like I wasn't listening to her no more. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like, I'm out here doing this, Mom. You can't tell me what. If I'm putting money in your pocket, you can't tell me I'm not doing it.
But that's not true.
Right. You know I remember when we touched on that at your community event back in the summertime, and I had spoke, and a few other gentlemen spoke, and even he had spoke, is that these youth, and it's just adults, and our peers in general, when you can talk to them and that it's not in your interest either or for me to be telling you this. I'm not telling you this because I need you to give me some money afterwards, or or I own you, like you said. How are you gonna tell me something when I'm kind of the breadwinner? So I think it'll work both ways if we're sharing with each other, and it ain't no big I little you. I'm just giving you love. I'm just constructively something for you to do that might have worked for me, or I've seen work with other people. And just take it and run with it, and that trust is huge.
That trust is so major and is so important. But we have to remember that a lot of our older peers, because we had to look up to somebody. Everybody had to look up to somebody.
Yeah.
And the generational history has just, it tweeted a little bit. It doesn't change, because I think we are the last real live of the responsible with the morals. Not saying our younger generation don't, but we kind of still had our grandma and those different. So the new grandmas, we're in the club.
Right.
with the kids.
Right.
So the respect, we lose it. You know what I'm saying? Then is, you know,
getting younger, granddads get younger.
Everybody, yeah.
Hey,
Don't limit. I mean, go ahead. I'll be out there. So then it's okay. Okay, leave my key. So what I'm saying is, so it's me and you, Monty, so he goes.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, you know, when my grandma was telling me something, because, you know, I had morals behind it. But my grandma was only telling me what she knew. You understand?
Mhm.
And so if she didn't have another avenue, she was only telling me, showing me what she knew. And we need to have other avenues. So when things come at our youth or at us, we'll know how to, instead of react with an action, we'll say, okay, I know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? What happened to you?
I'm right here.
Okay, it said your internet.
Your bandwidth is a little
It's cool,
low.
we good. So, but my grandma when she passed, she was 80 something. So I'm pretty sure my grandma seen slavery and all kind of other stuff, right? But one thing that my grandma did do that she shouldn't have, that she didn't know, is when she said, well, your mama don't give a damn. See, because my mom was running the street.
Right.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? To where it was now it's, you know what I'm saying? So when my mom do come, well, you didn't give a damn anyway because you ain't been here. Boom.
Right.
Already. You don't even know, see, they don't even know that there's a whole higher spirit to what's going on.
Right.
You can't disrespect elders, period, or don't even worry. You will go through another.
Yeah, exactly. You'll see, yeah, because we were talking on the phone, and I think one of the most powerful things I ever was told when I, you know, stopped drinking alcohol. It's been 3 years now, but this counselor lady said, Imani, and I didn't even believe her at first, but when she broke down the science, she said, everybody's doing the best they can with the tools they have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people, if all you got is a hammer, all you gonna do is hit nails. You know, that's all you got. So I don't say when your grandmother telling you, you know, your mom don't care, that's not cool.
That wasn't cool.
She cared that she did what she was trying to do to feed her soul or
her soul, like you said, her pain.
You know, healthy or not, that's what you're going to try to do. That's human nature, is to try to please yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and fast at that. Matter of fact, you know, especially when you're in crisis, you're trying to get something done. You're just making moves, you know. So I think that what you've got going on with the healing and other organizations, let's get off our personal stuff. What's new and improved with you? What you got to expose? Because that's what I'm here to do. My here job, you know, when I come to interview people, it ain't to keep no secret. So what's you working on, sister?
So I got you know, I got this Horace Lorenzo Anderson Foundation. I just up and started it. It ain't all the way launched or nothing, but it's just in the beginning of its beginning. So I am doing a horse healing. No, it's called Horse Holiday Celebration. And this celebration, since I don't get to share my Christmas for the first time without my son, I want to share with my community. And this is going to give me an opportunity. I want lights. So I'm going to bring, you know, people ain't been to Leavenworth, you know, and Leavenworth been this big thing now. So I'm going to bring Leavenworth to Seattle. You understand me? Okay. And so I want to fix, actually, I'm already in the process. So I'm going to fix Jimi Hendrix Park up with beautiful light, like a little candy land, like a, but it's going to be lights, you know? You know me. Okay. And so I got some great people that really they love the idea of what I'm doing. I'm gonna have a Santa, you know, so I'm trying to get a toy drive going.
Yeah, Winter Wonderland type of thing.
Man, that's exactly. And so I want most definitely want you to be there, but we're gonna bring back kids. So the other day, this is what I'm gonna tell you. So Halloween, I went and staged my homeboy, they're older, but they had this 21 and up Halloween party. I went and staged it, put the webs, put the woo, right? So when I got there, I was like, so we all talking and just, you know, having a good time. But I'm talking about real OGs, real killers, Compton guys, and Seattle, be kids again. They putting up webs. They finding spiders to put, you know, I mean, I honestly seen youth and adults again. You know what I'm saying? I could tell they was having fun. Where the tape? They looking for the tape. You know what I'm saying? To make sure the spider web was up. And so I'm like, well, if I can get adults to do it, I know I can get these youth.
Come on.
So my focus is to, you know, we're gonna have an ugly sweater contest. They're gonna make gingerbread houses. I mean, so it's really family oriented. I want family people there. So when all these lights, because sometimes with me, when I'm learning, lights help me heal. They've been helping me heal, you know, and it calms, you know, just because, you know, to be honest, sometimes we do all this stuff because we're nervous. And sometimes the right things don't come out or something we don't do. So I'm learning to get calm. You know what I'm saying? So when I get calm, what comes out is honest, you know, and then it comes out with confidence. You know what I'm saying? It comes out with what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to do. And everybody might not be acceptance, but this is what it is, you know? So that's what we're gonna do, you know, like I said,
It's easy to be confident. What I've noticed is since I've, you know, haven't been in no type of game or sold any type of anything in years, is your intent is honest. And when your intent's true, you can be confident in it. Your intent's not to hurt.
At all.
Not to owe or have nobody owe you. So it just helps. So I just wish that more of our people, especially from our age, where we're from, could start themselves on a path to where you might not make as much, you know, revenue. You might not be getting that bag, but that feeling of peace you can have when you're just out the game.
Yeah.
You can just let your mind not be trapped in trying to be busy. Instead, be productive. Sometimes being productive is just to chill and think. You know? Just
to chill, just to be still. You said the right thing. I used to look over my shoulder because I didn't have a driver's license. You know, but I've been having driver's license for the last 20 now, but I didn't, you know, and as soon as the police get behind me, I'll make a right. I'm talking about I make the heat on myself. I hit the first corner of my heat.
Right. Russian. Right.
They like, what the fuck? Let me turn over here to see what you're doing. But now that I'm legit, I don't got zero to hide. I don't got the small sack, just a little zero. I haven't messed with that since my son was born. So it's been over 20 years if I've ever put that in my life. But I owe this community. I helped destroy it. I deserve to help clean it up. You know what I'm saying? These are our kids. They ain't just mine, but these are our kids. And we did this. You know what I'm saying? We at the Dinos, we at the Oscars, we at the club, we at this instead of at home. And these are our kids. You know what I'm saying? And even if we were at home, something had to be happening. We don't know. We don't even give a damn. And we got to quit getting worried about the old shit. Right. It's time to heal today. What's today bothering you? And we have to be able to get the kids to talk about what is really wrong, because that's the only way we're going to be able to help them. What's wrong?
Right. You know, and that starts with us not being in their way, not being in their lane, like you and your man was saying. It's us being in the club with them and all that. Then we got to have that separation.
We got to.
Point of demarcation where here I am over here. I'm not trying to mess with your woman or your dude. I'm not trying to make your money. None of that. What I'm telling you is straight uncut, me trying to be better or help you do what you need to do. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's where that trust comes.
But they gonna believe us when it's sincere.
Right.
We can't have we sitting at the Zoom meetings, but then when at 9, did you drop the sack off? I'm just being honest.
Right. No,
we can't do that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm doing it, you doing it. I'm just saying it has to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever listening. Right. I know what you're saying.
They see it. They hear it. You know what I'm saying? I got my cousins and them still hanging out there. They older. That's why the kids ain't respect. Y'all 40-something, almost 50 years old. The kids, why you thinking they hanging with you? They laughing at you. Because they talk. I listen to how kids talk. That's why I'm you know, I just listen. Mm-hmm. That old man, he ain't got no business even out here with us.
Right.
Oh, okay. So that's how you thinking. But you're right, because you ain't lying, especially if you ain't telling them something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We can't do it. One other thing that I've learned is if I don't bring, because I know everybody's, oh, drink, do what they do. That's their business. What they do is they, you know what I'm saying? You saying you sober, you great, congratulations. But every time we have an event, it don't have to be a red cup. Okay.
Right.
The red cup is pretty goddamn dangerous. Okay.
Yeah.
And like I tell them,
It is.
it is. That red cup ain't that usually juice ain't in there. So from now on, when I give something, my cups is clear. Okay.
Yeah.
I got the, you know what I'm saying? I got to see through the cup, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you do at your house, that's your business because you at home, you ain't drinking, you ain't driving, you ain't hurting nobody. But out in the park and out in the community, there need to be boundaries about self-respect, about what image
That's
that
real.
you are trying to become or say who you are, because this
Right.
is who we are. You know what I'm saying?
And
Being
there's
on
no
time.
cut to it. There's no cut to it. Can't nobody say, oh, he said that to me because, you know, he was just loaded. No, I'm stone sober. What I said, I meant. I said twice.
Right. And that's important. That's important.
That's important to have that. Whether you people like it or not, it's real. It's
It's
what they call it.
unapologetic.
Yes, unapologetic. Right.
So then another thing I'm gonna piggyback on, I've been learning that we getting clicks. You know, my team, my circle, we have to expand that. We got to get out of that kind of conversation, that mental talk. You know, that's a behavior. Because in order to be a business owner or run something, own somehow, you're gonna have more than your clique. You're gonna have more than your circle. So be able to expand, be able to have this type of conversation. Because when I look in the eyes of where I'm trying to go, I'm not gonna be running around talking that language, talking about my clique or my homies, you know. And I noticed that because one person in that clique that they value cannot like you, and then the rest of the team start doing it, and it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the not trying to call names, but
Yeah.
my daughter was messed with the little Jamari that killed Mills. Rest in peace. I never got to know him, but guess what I did do? I went and took his mama that I know, because I'm pretty sure he mattered to everybody else, but I can tell you who was hurting more, and I tried to comfort her the best. But the family, whereas the Destinies and Cubs and everybody, they're mad. Well, I didn't do it, and neither did my daughter. But this is our way of showing that this isn't a game, and his life still matters, and it did. But it's causing division. You know what I'm saying? It's separating us, because there's a whole bunch of things that we can be doing. Like when they do his day matter. So we should have a day, but I can't come. You know what I'm saying? And that's not cool. Or I'm having something. I don't want them here. When I do community, any and everybody is welcome to be there. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to get out of this, especially if we all born and raised in that damn CD and been hanging all together, mamas and daddies, and everybody knows each other's and aunts and uncles. What is causing us from really being whole again? What is causing, you know, we might not agree on the same thing, but we are still family. You know what I'm saying? We are still family, but it hasn't been genuine how me and you talking. It hasn't been, you know, I get a call the other day. I ain't mess with my game because, okay, well, what can I do to get you guys on the same page? Because I don't want to hear it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because some people want to hear, well, why? No, I don't want to hear it. I want to know, what can we do? That's it. That's the only thing I want to do. Solutions. Other than that, I don't have time no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to, he's been great to me. You've been great to me. I'm not going to get in. I'm not, you know, there's no sides. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get out of that immaturity. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit, we live in, us adults been a little bit immature lately up around here though.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that comes with us. It's like you said, it's reverting back to childhood ways, because we're experiencing stuff we're scared of. We're not sure how it's going to turn out or what's going to be the end goal. And we just got to be patient and be patient with each other. Learn to be patient with ourselves and be patient with each other. Because this brother on a Facebook group I'm a part of, people were talking about Joe Biden and his previous criminal bill that he had sponsored or been a part of. And this brother said, guess what? Are you the same person you were 20 years ago?
Right.
then how come he can't change his views from 20 years ago? If you're the same person you were 20 years ago, then go ahead and condemn him from his previous stance on crime and punishment. But don't get all, so we got to do that amongst each other.
Right.
Also, what happened in our histories and our cliques and our classes and our crew, you know? But
Well, I just feel like, do you think that, you know, since you are this Imani, but do you feel like since you don't drink and hang, your friendships don't change? You know what I'm saying? The people, you know, and so now why I can't be the same person because I'm not turning up the bottle or the red
Right.
cup or however it go. You know what I'm saying? It just like, so now my value, I devalue my, you know, my value's gone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah,
Respect me the same way. My, you know what I'm saying? And then we got to learn when we come out of here, our words. So when I'm talking to youth now, I'm not a case manager. I'm not a counselor. I'm either your big sister or mentor. And that's just the shadow and support you. You know, when I ain't want to be a counselor in mental health. I'm okay because I can use those. Nothing can bother me now, right? But back in the day, going to mental health or going to counseling, them words were so effective about an image that I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep. I would have never pulled up to see out of mental health, but I done pulled up there to make sure that I'm okay after this tragedy.
right.
Am I, you know what I'm saying? But at time, no. That's just like, you know, when you was a kid and your mom had an ugly car, park around there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It got you where you needed to go, though.
But yeah, but
You
now
know
I'm okay.
Right.
Hey, I'm valet parking the Pinto now.
Yeah.
Valet.
For real.
Okay, bring me it the same way you got it. But
We got to remove that stigma. Yeah, we got to
Remove the
remove the
stigma.
stigma to the positive change and then quit glorifying the negative shit,
yeah, we have to.
you know? And it feels, it has to be depressing for cats who are still, you know, holding on to a pattern of self-destruction to break it all down, you know? And
That is happening.
we got
Money
to.
that's happening, huh?
I know.
It's happening. And I think everybody wants to be in control. Everybody wants to be this leader, you know. But can you lead? Do you have control over self? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Are you know what I'm saying? So some people got to be okay with, I'm okay with train the trainer. I'm okay with somebody training me because I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with passing down my positive to someone else if they open. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm just saying, like when I'm watching these leaders, you know, I'm gonna give them praise because they're doing the best, I guess, that they can, right? But then when I see some leaders do some shady, okay, because it's not a woman leader or a man. Is just because you're a man, you're not in higher. I'm the leader. No, we're all leaders in this community. We're all striving for the same things. We all want the same things. So we should all be on the same page, but that's not happening. But when I'm feeling like I'm being disrespected by a man, you know, that's in leadership, it breaks down all our other, because people picking sides, just like with the Mr. Taylors and all of that, right? I don't know him, but I know that me and him ain't being seen eye to eye, but I know that he has, they posted it, Corona. I'm saying, I'm wishing you best health, and it's sincere. It ain't, oh, I can't, I'm glad you got it. Anybody can get it. You know, he never respond, but oh well, you know what I'm saying? But it just lets me know that I did what I was supposed to do to let him know whatever's happening is not your health, and you being present is more important than, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't care about, you know what I'm saying? Money.
Because opinions and motives change, you know, so you guys could potentially work through that, but you can't do it if you're not healthy and if you're sick. And that's big of you to just, you know, to even mention that. You know, I didn't know the brother had that, and wish him a recovery, because then we can work. Because there's some people, I get caught up. Honestly, I was really, and I even told my dad this, you know, before he passed away. I was just like, and I've had to delete some posts before I even posted them on Facebook. I'm like, if you see the world a certain way, then we can't be in alignment. We can't be friends or whatnot, period. That's how I am on some of this stuff, you know, after what we've all got the same picture of seeing. But I've got to find strength in the fact that sometimes the facts or the messenger can make people change how they view the thing. They might not want to hear it from me, but maybe if they hear it from Donita, then they'll
understand it better, because that's all about understanding.
You know, I might not want to give the satisfaction that Imani told me, so they say Donita told me, and that's cool too, as long as we have the same vision. You know,
and that is cool, but people need to be, and that is true. But if Imani told me this, it's ain't nothing wrong with saying, you know what, Imani told me, and give Imani the thanks and that's you know what I'm saying. That's much needed. We got to get out of this. It's okay to apply for somebody else. It's okay to rule. We might not even be on the same team.
Right.
You know, just a couple people. If you voted for Trump, I'm deleting you. Well, I don't vote, but I like some of Trump's stuff and I like some of Biden's stuff. I don't like all of Trump's stuff and I don't like all of Biden's stuff. So where do I stand with you? You know what I'm saying? And it's bad that they're so caught up on that we still fighting what's it called? Pandemic,
yeah.
Pandemic with Corona. But you talking about, well, I'm gonna delete you. No, what you better do is make sure that your immune system and your health is right, other than worried about deleting me on Facebook, because it won't be no Facebook when it's all said and done if we don't get right. You know what I'm saying? So it's the mind that I don't understand what the hell is going on. Maybe it's this money.
Yeah.
You know, I just wish that nobody had money. And I really, honestly, I really wish that there was no rich, no middle or poor, because that's where we all went wrong. Everybody wants to be rich. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be poor. But we the one been, you know, us African Americans, we've been going through the loop, but we still here. So we're really rich in spirit and don't even know. We're rich, period. We can get through anything. We don't know. We don't know how strong and who we are. But one thing that I'm not about to do ever again is say Black Lives Matter. That's something I think that is a disgrace to us, and we shouldn't have to say that because we're here, so we do matter. I think that's disrespectful, and I think that they need to stop doing that shit, because to me, well, why you ain't saying Asian lives matter? Why you ain't saying white lives matter? You know what I'm saying? That's we ain't no. I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And it makes us feel like we're still in this. I know we are in a racist, in a conflict or whatever it's called, but we matter. And we don't have to do signs. We don't have to riot. We don't have to do none of that because we exist. But we have to do something like educate ourselves. We have to get our credit together. We have to get our mind together and rebuild. We don't got to tell them. They're going to know we matter when they see it. But right now, we don't matter because look what we doing. We ain't doing shit. So that's why Black Lives Matter. No, we matter. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, and then, you know, when I was going through some of, it's an MSM, man, and I don't got nothing against what nobody do. That's their business, however they do it, because one thing about work, you can be LGBTQ, Q, or whatever, you ain't sexing at the job. So I don't give a damn what you are. So don't bring it to work, okay? Right. If you want to be LGBTQ, be it at 5:30, soon as you get off, okay? Or 6 before you get there. But during work, it's about what work is about. Not, oh, he don't like LGBTQ and he don't. I said, well, I don't think so. I think whatever's going on in your pants, I don't think that's just sexuals really don't have anything to do with work. And we have to get out of that. Anybody can be anything they want to be. If you are gay, bi, whatever, what does work have to do with it? You know what I'm saying? So we have to get out of that, what you call a stigma, that mind frame saying, you know, because Urban League, Africa Channel, all these different organizations, we in the same spot, but not on the same page. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Right.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to do, because Africa Town has some powerful stuff, but then there's some stuff that we need to rebuild. Urban League got some power, some stuff, but there's some things that need to be built. You know what I'm saying? The Coyote, everybody has something. You know, King County Equity's coming up, but I don't want them to get tied in the middle of that bullshit because then we're gonna go back this way again.
Right. That's when I was introduced to the concept of King County Equity now from Treyana Holiday, big shout out to her, and she broke down to me that basically it's just it's a bunch of people in their own lanes but together.
Right.
And that sold me on it because I know that it takes a team and it takes you being able not to having to watch your back from everything. Every human being has a blind spot. It's like a car. We all got blind spots. So if this group of people, this entity is going and for justice in that equity, we're trying to get equity over there, then do their thing. If you need my help, have a role for me to come and help you in, but that's your thing and this is our thing. Like my thing is health and safety. That's why, I'm proud to be a member of the Tubman Health Center Board, and I want to be a part of the 911 alternative that we come up with for resources. And
so you guys thinking about the defunding part?
Basically, that's happening.
So do you want my opinion on it?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No doubt.
Okay, well, the truth and the reason I'm saying this is because
no doubt.
Not just my son was hurt. My family was. And my family has been hurt by Seattle, not just Seattle, but Washington's police. Because Tacoma has hurt my uncle, my Uncle Ricky, And,
rest in peace.
And I feel like there's been some good and there's some bad. I got a couple of family members, my sisters and brothers that's real police, they're offered. I hate to say it, but every last one of them need to be fired. And the only reason I'm saying it is because silence is a killer.
It's complicit.
And so if you did not do anything, I'm not saying for my son, I'm saying period, then you are just as guilty as the killer that shot the gun or hit the person or did whatever. So when they start taking that oath serious, like I'm serious, like if I see, I'm a mandatory reporter. If I see something that's not looking good in the home, I'm most definitely about to dress it and they're gonna let them. I'll be back. And if I don't see it right, I'm gonna put it on the documents anyway than what I see. So I'm gonna give you the opportunity, letting you know how serious it is, because you're gonna get reported. Because I'm not gonna allow a kid to get hurt behind your selfishness because it's selfish. You understand? They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you why. And when I see, so now I used to respect police. And I don't like none about from what happened to my son now. And I gotta heal because I'm healing. I don't like the ambulance or the fire department because I see them now, they driving. But when my son, that was a kid that was down there underground, a kid, not somebody that can get up and go. You didn't do nothing. You sat there and you said you was waiting for the okay. Well, I want to know, well, y'all being heroes, why wasn't it a hero there? Then another thing that I'm disappointed in each and everybody that was down and don't give a damn what they were there for. If you seen somebody getting hurt, because it didn't have to be my kid, because it could have been anybody. Why did you not get in there? Why did you not want change to stop it? Because one thing about it, if they would have seen somebody older say, man, you better get your ass back, they would have got back, period.
Right.
But they didn't see that. Everybody's filming. It was horrible to see my son, thin as he was, getting tugged around and abused the way he did, and then still, they did nothing. They sat on that corner, and then, it was just horrible to where the respect for them, it hurts me because when I see the ambulance, I always say, Lord Jesus, I hope whoever's in there is okay. That's me.
Yeah.
But I still want that. But then I'm so damn mad at the driver and whoever they are, like, oh, you're going to go help them. But my son wasn't valued enough. He wasn't worthy enough. Right. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? So I'm battling my own, pain behind it because this is not a game to me.
No.
This is serious about my son.
Right.
So I didn't ask to be this spokesperson. This
Right.
isn't a position that I even want. I don't even want this, but it's here. You know what I'm saying? I guess the Lord said, I'm gonna have you do it because you're more open on still helping, or you know what I'm saying? I'm not, there's no right and wrong, or you know what I'm saying? It's just why? You know, why was it no, the city didn't kill my son, but the city made a space. The environment for anybody, for my son to get, you know what I'm saying, to get killed. They put in a they made an environment. There's never should be a time where there's no police. We need them. You know what I'm saying? But not them ones. You
Right.
blew it. You got your chance, just like us. If you know what I'm saying, when I go to all them 100 interviews, and they no. Well, that's what happens. You lost that opportunity, and so now you have to. You don't get to retire and live your normal life. You got to start over because you didn't do what you were supposed to do when you seen it, and not just that day. They've been in that field for a long time, and they've been seeing and hearing a whole bunch of different stuff.
Right.
Seattle Police, this isn't new. You know what I'm saying? And Seattle Police Department, out of all people, all them different killings, all them different people, for what?
And you're right. It's not new, and it's not new. It's normal. And people see normal, and they scared of change. But this shit ain't been working. It ain't been working. Like you said, for your family, my family, our friends, certain people, they get jumped, and there's videos popping out the woodworks, and witnesses and detectives is all on the case, and then us, shit. Cats have been getting shot for years, and you never known who did it. It ain't never been nothing. Still to this day.
Like it's nothing.
Right.
I get that now. With my son, I bug them people. They probably tired of me, but do your job. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't do it, then you give me the motherfucking badge, and I will, because I can get the job done. I don't need street czar. I got Donita Marie, okay? I can promise you, I will clean motherfucking Seattle up. I'm not gonna play with nobody. OGs or nothing. Fair warning. You get your shit together. I'm gonna put a dumpster in the middle of the street. You throw the drugs, you throw the guns. Because if I catch you, I'll be back. I'm not gonna play with them. You know what I'm saying? So what they better not let me is get a contract that I get to run the show. Because I'm not favoritism. I don't give a damn if we've been old school. If you're doing wrong, you better put it in that goddamn dumpster and get you a job. Because if not, don't worry about it. Couple years, like I told my brother. Well, don't worry, you just do 2-3 years. It ain't gonna be much, but your ass going to jail.
Right.
But it don't even got to be jail, Amani.
Yeah.
It don't got to even be a jail. It could be a rehabilitation, like a true. I always wanted to go to boot camp, right? But did you go when I got us at CAYA?
No,
was you there?
I didn't go on that trip. Nah,
hey, look, man, they done got Vefron, Jason Price, everybody. I got everybody, right? EC, everybody. Yeah, everybody. I thought we was going camping to play house and I go get it and all this shit. Nigga, we ended up at.
No.
I had us in the boot camp. Almighty, doing push-ups at 5 in the morning. They was gonna kill me. Yeah. I got come on, we going to camp. I didn't read the fine print.
Oh no.
The Camp Long or whatever it was called.
Yeah, Camp Long.
It was boot camp. I'm thinking, I'm like, nigga, we get to play high go get it. It's on, right?
Right. Yeah.
You didn't get none of that. Let me make sure ain't nobody on the door. Hold on, man. Okay. But so that's it. I'm just trying to make sure that we strengthen each other, build each other up. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I'm super proud of where you're going and what you're doing. Keep up the good work. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my work is to find the people doing the work and to find the symbols of hope, and to find the people who've been affected, like we all have, but your strength is taking it out. You're not absorbing the negative. You know what I'm saying? You're working on it. And, that's why That's why it's just Saturday sit down and we got to find the people who are trying to do the work with the ideas about how we can improve as people, as a community, and build programs, build each other up. So this ain't the first time we talked. This ain't gonna be the last. And I know you took your time out your Saturday for the sit down, but thank you, sister.
Man, you're more than welcome. I thank you for having me. I wasn't doing nothing at
Yeah.
this house. You see where I'm at.
Thank your husband too. And the links for your organizations and your holiday event will be below in this podcast. All right.
Okay, thank you. So let me just ask you before we go. So you're with King County. That's Isaac. You guys are partners, right?
With hold on. Okay. Go ahead.
So I want to give a special shout out to King County Equity and Mr. Isaac. I don't know his last name. Margot Jones, Joaquin Garrett for Africa Town. I got Candace Frazier. I got DLA Piper. So many organizations, Black Women Coalition, Davita Briscoe. So many people that's supporting Selena Hunter. She's gonna help with the decor. You yourself, Armani Donis, you know you my family from till the end. I mean, especially if what's your aunt's name?
Which one? Shoot, Zinda, lady.
Zinda with the dark one.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Zinda on my butt, I probably wouldn't be a changed person. So you better tell Aunt Zinda, thank you.
Yeah.
So, I'm just super proud of being a part of this. And I just want to thank you guys. And I promise you, I know that my son is saying thank you.
Oh, yeah. We're going to make some changes. No doubt. We're doing it. All right, lady.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye.